evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris is back for another Hearthstone arena run, and you know what? I'm just gonna pick Warrior. It's been the longest since I've played Warrior, and I can't hide behind my emotional trauma forever. Sometimes this class has got to get played, and you know what? Let's do it now. So we're gonna indeed have victory or death. Now, if you missed it, the last time I played as Warrior, I put up a pretty sterling record on this site. You can watch me go 0-3. That was pretty great. It was cool because I lost the first two games, and I was like, well, we play a couple of games, and we'll see the rest of the games in an upcoming video. And then I posted like a 9-minute video, which was me losing one game. End of arena. So anyway, we're out for blood here. I am going to take Mortal Strike. It's bad removal, but it is removal, so I'm just going to take it so I can kill things. We've been beaten down by a Core Hound in a recent run. Shield Block, I just really have no respect for this card. Let's just take an Acolyte of Pain here. Call it a day. Oh, man. These are all fine cards. I mean, the Cruel Taskmaster is really good. You can think of it as like a Dark Iron Dwarf that deals the damage. So sometimes the damage is bad if it's like a minion with only one toughness. Sometimes the damage is good if it triggers an enraged creature. So there's a lot of explosive potential with this card, and sometimes you can even use it to kill your opponent's creatures. But I just really can't see this being better than Ascension Shieldmaster. Can I? I mean, I think you have to take Ascension. It's just such a roadblock, such a good drop on turn 4. Owns just about everything. I think I have to take it there, although I am sad. Okay, Raging Worgen would be good if I pick up another Taskmaster. Execute is actually an important card, though, for Warriors. This is my number one I pray he doesn't have it card when I'm up against a Warrior, because it's an out against pretty much anything. But Raging Worgen, we've seen it happen on this channel. Sometimes that gets out of control, so I'm going to grab it. Sanjin Shieldmaster, that's cute, but I'm going to take removal in the form of Slam. Oh, Jesus, this is the draft of the Senjins, but I can't take it here. Kor'kon Elite is way too good. 4 damage and charging, holy crap. Here we get a bunch of junk. I really wish Senjin were in here. I would totally pick it up. I'm a little bit scarred from previous experience with Mad Bombers. And this guy, I'm not that impressed by this charging, so we're going to just grab Loot Hoarder for some card draw and trading potential. Battle Rage, I'm not a big fan of anymore. The Bloodsail Raider can be big, but I'm actually going to grab the Panda here. This guy is very, very big and pretty cool what he can do. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I don't think Charge is all that playable. Windfury Harpy's aggressive, but I guess I'd rather just have this thing. I mean, this comes down and smacks into something and kills it. This just comes down and usually dies. So we'll take the Reckless Racketeer. Easy pick here, Stampeding Kodo. Kill stuff, good body. Spell damage, it was so good, pretty good with Slam and Mortal Strike, but not the greatest. I don't want another Acolyte of Pain. I think we'll take just a good 4-drop here, so we have the 4-mana Spike thing going on. And Inner Rage is cool and all, but yeah, we're going to keep on the 4-mana Spike with the Chillwind Yeti. That's just really good. Slam is nice, but let's make sure we have a Silence in this deck, so we'll take the Ironbeak Owl. And I hate this monkey a lot. Slam, I took one over Ascension, but now that I already have one, am I really going to take one over Raging Worgen? Yeah, let's take another Raging Worgen. Have double the Worgens, double the fun. Okay, so now that I have an Ironbeak Owl already, I don't need to take it here. It's between Whirlwind or Inner Rage. So Inner Rage deals damage to one of your minions. Whirlwind deals damage to all of your minions, including any Worgens you might have. Now, the +2 attack is really cool on the Raging Worgen. It just makes it really deadly. So I'm actually going to take the Inner Rager. That might seem a bit crazy, but basically I have 2 Raging Worgens. That is a lot. So being able to deal damage to them and buff them up, it makes them 6-2 with Wind Fury. They suddenly deal 12 damage. It's kind of crazy. I think it's worth taking that here. Well, we get to pick up a Whirlwind anyway. I think this stuff is more or less junky, so I guess we'll grab a Whirlwind. And, okay, now I'll take Ascension. I mean, the Frost Elemental is great, but Ascension Shieldmaster is really, really great. Okay, Flesh-Eating Ghoul is good here. These 5-drops are nice. This one could be good, but the Flesh-Eating Ghoul just gets out of control. So it looks like our goal here is to have out of control 3-drops. And, alright. Well, Azure Drake would be nice for some more card draw. The Defender of Argus can just win games, though. That is a tough decision. I think they're both way out of the league of Armor Smith, but man, that's a tough call. So I am a bit lacking for late game drops, and card draw would be nice. Spell damage is actually kind of cool with Inner Rage. It makes this a backstab, actually. It makes it deal 2 damage to minions, so that's pretty nifty, and it makes Whirlwind deal 2 damage to everything. Granted, it's your own creatures too, which kind of sucks, but not the worst thing to have. Alright, we'll take it for curve reasons. Let's not top out my 4-drops quite so bad. Well, speaking of which, this guy's kind of pointless, so we'll take a Spellbreaker, so we have 2 silences now. And I'm really heartbroken not to take a Scarlet Crusader, but I think Execute is important to have one of, so you have some outs. Not seeing any weapons here. That'll be great. We had a removal-free Shaman deck, now we're going to have a weapon-free Warrior deck. Okay, I could take an Arathi Weaponsmith, get a 2/2 Axe, but I really want this Cruel Taskmaster. I've actually been beaten like this. Someone plays a Raging Worgen, I don't kill it, then he plays Cruel Taskmaster, GG. We're going to take it here. It might seem crazy, but we've got plenty of 4-drops. We're doing fine. Alright, so Cleave is really subpar removal, although it is good with Execute. God, these are premier cards, though. What do I have to play on turn 2? Nothing. Just a Loot Hoarder? Fuck it. I'm taking Imani Berserker. The hell with Cleave. If I need Cleave and I don't have it, I'll just, suck a dog. So this deals 2 damage, but this guy deals 4 damage. Granted, he takes damage in return, but I think this guy's just better, even though he's cheaper. Do I take another silence? This is starting to get a lot of silences. This guy would be good if I had any weapons. I'll take Shield Block, why not? Whatever. And Execute would be nice to have. It goes well with Slam and with Whirlwind. And Inner Rage if you're desperate. I could take this to have another 2-drop, but I am actually a bit lacking for late game. I mean, I don't really have much. We'll take a Silverhand Knight as the upper end of our curve. And yeah, let's go for 3 Raging Worgens. I mean, yeah, we could have removal here, but come on. Let's do some Raging Worgen action. We got Whirlwind, Slam, Cruel Taskmaster, and Inner Rage to pump those bad boys up. We actually have a lot of cheap spells here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 very cheap spells. Shield Block's pretty cheap. Yeah, let's take the Gadsden Auctioneer. Well, this was a bit wacky, and I know I made some wacky decisions in this draft, so please pardon me if you thought that I was, playing horribly. What? You took Slam over Ascension? What? You took Raging Worgen over some other thing that was in there? We'll see how it works. We're just trying to have fun. I mean, really, if I get even 1 win, it's an improvement over my last Warrior run. Now, I used to play Warriors a lot. In fact, they're one of my most frequently played classes in my stat sheet, just because Battle Rage used to be so ridiculous. Now that Battle Rage is, I would say, just a flat-out bad card. I haven't really been playing Warriors much. Urzengel the Shaman. Alright. Well, we got our, 1 late-game card here, but no early game. So if I had early game, I would keep this, just to ensure I had it. But since I don't have early game, we're going to pass it back. We're going to pass this back. Keep the removal. And keep this amazing thing. Now, against Shamans, this could actually be kind of annoying, because, if they have a Taunt Totem, the charging is rather badly underused. Let's go ahead and coin out the Imani Berserker. On my next turn, I can actually play Cruel Taskmaster, beef this guy up to be a 7-2, and hit for 7 damage. Even if it gets removed after that, I'd still say it was worth it. Now let's make sure this isn't a taunt. It's a taunt! God, fuck me. Well, I'm going to make a very odd play here. I'm actually going to do, well, I could silence this totem, okay? And what that would do is that would mean that the Shaman could never flip totems, a taunt totem for the rest of the game, which is actually kind of a big deal. The issue is that, this is still around now to be buffed by Flame Tongues and by Dark Iron Dwarves and whatnot. So we're actually just going to kill it. Now, I don't want to play this guy on my turn and buff this thing and then have it get killed. That would be really sad. Let's say I play this, buff it, deal a damage, they both at 2 health, and then my opponent plays Fork Lightning, GG. So we're just going to go ahead and armor up here and pass the turn. I could also actually slam this thing, make it a 5-1 and draw a card if I wanted to, but that seems a bit silly. So we'll hang on and see what happens. Alright, this is a bit of a desperate move by my opponent, because actually my Imani Berserker trades completely with what he has. I will charge into this Borling, and then become a 5-2, and then I'll be able to trade with that thing as well. So, can I actually kill everything that he has? I could run into this, use the Cruel Taskmaster to finish it off, but then this Boar is still around. I could use the Cruel Taskmaster to kill that, but then this is still around. I could use the Cruel Taskmaster to buff this, but then one of them is still around. Yeah, I think the best plan is just to do this, and drop a Raging Worgen. Now, hopefully, one of my creatures will survive, and hopefully he doesn't flip a taunt, and then we can do crazy things here. We can Cruel Taskmaster this and swing for 12 plus, well, this will die, but 12 damage is pretty good. Alright, please don't be a taunt. Oh my god, it's another taunt! Jesus Christ. That's 1 in 16 odds. Actually, someone posted, I swear I'm not making this up, today, someone posted a video, or posted a comment on my video saying, like, Papa Boris, like, every time I play against shamans, I see nothing but taunt totems. How come you never do that? Well, I do, okay? I do. Here we go. We're seeing it. Now, this taunt is just fucking annoying. We're gonna silence it. And we're gonna kill this Flame Tongue. That was, I think, a totally valid use of silence. So if he has another Flame Tongue totem in there or a Dark Iron Dwarf, this thing can be put to work. But otherwise, fuck you and your taunts. Anyway, next turn we do have another Worgen that can come down. My opponent is just going for the totem game here. Oh, does he... Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me? Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Well, it's a good thing that Kor'kron Elite is a fucking ridiculous card. Let's go ahead and kill his other Flame Tongue totem, kill his Spell Power totem, pass the turn. So we're hanging in there. He's got 6 cards, 7. But I did go second, so it was just the 1 card I got for going second. So I'd say that my main advantage is I have board control here, rather tenuously. He's going to flip a totem, maybe hoping for Spell Power. Gets healing. Finally, a healing totem. Useless totem. Unfortunately for me, this Panther is... God, this Panther's actually really good, because it'll kill my Worgen. Well, let's think. Let's think. This guy doesn't do anything good here at all. This doesn't do anything good. The Worgen will die to the Panther. Could play a Sen'jin. You know, the Sen'jin sort of holds the fort against the Panther. I don't really want to use this Cruel Taskmaster, so we'll just keep on armoring up. Let's kill the healing totem. And swing. So I finally actually dealt damage to my opponent. So I guess I'm doing okay, because he's played a lot of totems, whereas I've gained a bunch of life, and given that the totems are all dead, I'd say that I am ahead. Emperor Cobra, good drop. It will potentially kill some stuff. Oh my god, that was so good. I can't even handle it. Well, the Cobra now trades with the Kor'kron Elite, but that leaves this guy holding up quite well against my Owl. Well, we have a Silence. That would make this a 2-3. Interesting. But it really... I still just want to kill it is the problem. I could kill it with my Kor'kron, I guess. This guy's still around. I could run the Owl in and use the Cruel Taskmaster to finish it off, or I could slam it and use the Owl to finish it off. And just trade this. You know, maybe that's a decent plan. Maybe I'll do that. So, well, actually, hang on a minute. I could actually play the Brewmaster down, replay the Owl, silence this thing. Then I only kill one of his creatures. It's not as good. Okay, we're gonna slam, draw a card, because you always want to draw cards first. Stampede Kodo, not effective here, unless I were to silence this. Oh, if I had this in my hand to begin with, that would have been something. Yep, we'll take a little bit of a risk. I'm going to silence this thing, use the Owl to kill that thing, and I'm actually going to swing above him and deal 4 damage. So the idea is that without help, the Cobra does not kill either of my creatures. Even with help, they both deal 4 power, so it will still die. And I'm hoping I can play a Kodo next turn and kill it. That thing. That's pretty large, as far as large things go. Manatide Totem. You don't say. You don't say. Well, this is a bit of an awkward situation. I could play the Kodo. Now I regret that I didn't kill this, because the Kodo would kill the Manatide Totem, guaranteed if this weren't here. Now, if I get lucky with my coin flip, the Manatide Totem would die. Instead, though, this might die. So that's a bit of a problem. If I play the Kodo, I could double trade my 2 guys in for this Earth Elemental. That's something I could do. I could also play the Cruel Taskmaster, buff one of them to hit for 6 damage. This would hit for 7 damage. This thing has 8 health. FML. I cannot buff any more than that. I could play this, though, use this guy to buff it to 7 damage. God damn. Damn. Problem is, if I play this and trade my 2 guys in for this Earth Elemental, then the Manatide Totem draws another card. Unless, of course, I killed the Cobra, or unless I get at the Manatide Totem with my coin flip. We'll go for it. We'll go for it. See what we got. Killed the Cobra. Okay, well that could have definitely gone better for me. Yeah, we're gonna do this. And this. And we're gonna play Raging Worgen and pass the turn. So I did just basically lose the extra card. So my opponent's gonna get to draw 2 cards off of this before I kill it, hopefully. I do have some pretty sweet-ass cards here. So hopefully I'll be able to be okay. Alright, that's actually not as good as my opponent thinks it is. So I have a number of ways of doing this. One way would just be this. This seems totally fine. We'll just do this. Kill that guy. I can't believe how good that card was. Now I think it's time to do Combo Wombo. So we're going to play the Cruel Taskmaster on the Raging Worgen. And we're going to swing for 12 damage. So my opponent is all of a sudden threatened with death. This is actually looking good here. It'll deal 4 damage. Oh my gosh, that's a really good answer to a Raging Worgen. Wow. Well, I can still deal 5 damage, plus 4 is 9. So, actually, 10! If all he does is kill this Worgen, I'm okay. However, if he does anything else, if he plays a taunt in the way or kills another creature, he will live. This does not help him survive because hitting this will still take 2 damage. Uh-oh, it looks like a Hex. Crap. Ball sacks, bibbity bibbity ball sacks. I could buff this thing twice. I could make it a 2/3. Yeah, whatever. We'll do that. That seems fine. What must we cleanse? The Sunwell. He's almost dead. If I were actually at 12 health, he would be dead. We'll hang on to that. And let's actually just do this. Since I have mana left over and the life is totally pointless, we're just gonna get the Shattered Sun Cleric back into my hand and replay it later for more buffing. So I'm threatening my opponent with Extinction. I only need to hit him for 2 damage, and that's the game. Well, that was a nice confidence-boosting game. And we beat our previous arena. Took only 1 try. Woo! Let's go ahead and see if we can do 2 games here. 4 mana spike working out in that particular game. Taking a sip of Good Luck Water, and the Combo Wombo on the Raging Worgen paid off, I think. Whatever other card I took the Worgen over would probably not have been as effective under those circumstances. Now that opponent actually was trying removal-free Shaman. He had no Lightning Bolts or Rockbiter weapons or Forked Lightnings, but he did have a Hex, so he was cheating. Oh my god, well this is... this is a hand for the ages here. I mean, yeah. This is bonkers. I can outrush a Warlock if he doesn't have removal. What's interesting is these are a bit tricky to remove, these guys. The Warlock needs really to have a Shadow Bolt. Demon Fire doesn't do it, Drain Life doesn't do it because they both have 3 health. He'd need like that and Mortal Coil. Blood Imps. Goddamn Blood Imps. I hate them so much. It is almost never that a Blood Imp will not make a huge difference to the game. Almost never. But, hopefully, my opponent doesn't have anything too great. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. Harvest Golem. Is it 2/4? Go suck a dog. Well, let's actually not get too crazy here with the Enraging. Let's just do this. Play a Worgen. Hope for the best. So basically, the Golem, without some help, cannot kill either one of my creatures. It only deals 2 health. So I'm really hoping it doesn't have removal here. I do have a Whirlwind in here somewhere. That would take out a Blood Imp. It would not take out 2 Blood Imps, but it would take out 1. Alright, he's gonna... looks like I have a Mortal Coil. Fuck my... You know, that is the card. That is the card I always pray a Warlock does not have. It is such a good one. Damn it. Ah, God. Yeah, God. Alright, we're gonna make a bit of a conservative play here. Another Worgen? Man. Alright, we're going to change plans slightly. I was going to play Flesh-Eating Ghoul, kill the Golem, use Inner Rage to kill the other Golem that spawns, and then have a 5/2 and a 4/3. Or I could... No, well, actually, I'm going to do that still, actually. I think this is the safer play. Because I really don't want to use this Inner Rage on my Worgen. I would really like to use Inner Rage... Oh my god, I forgot this thing has the Blood Imp. God damn it! Wow. I regret everything. I just totally forgot this was going to be a 2-2 rather than a 2-1. Goddamn Blood Imp! Jesus Christ! Ugh. Well, this thing kind of trades by itself, I guess, against the damaged golem after the damaged golem hit one of my other things. Jesus. Jesus. It was the Worgen. Oh, Cult Master. Oh, my lord. Oh, boy. Wow, I was going to trade the Blood Imp in? Are you crazy? Why would you do that? Don't trade in a Blood Imp. Why? Oh, my God. This person's crazy. You never trade away your Blood Imp. Kids, listen to me, kids. Never trade a Blood Imp. Never. Unless you're, like, really desperate. So this is your Drake. What was it? I think I took this over Defender of Argus. No regrets, baby. Backstab. Booyah. And if he wants to do this, he can do it himself. I'm going to hit him for 6 damage. So the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, I've drafted that card so many times, and I've really never regretted it. It's just so damn good. He appears to have a Hellfire here. Yep, well, that's fine. He's actually got quite a bit of a lead against me card-wise. What has he got? 7 to my 5? That's fine. Let's go ahead and, I want to play this a lot, because I've got this behind it. But if I play this, it's kind of awkward. I have nothing else to do with my mana, unless I tip my hand. I don't really fancy my odds against a Warlock with 8 cards not being able to handle a creature at 2 toughness. So we're going to hold on to that. We're going to actually do this instead. Populate the board. 6 damage is kind of a lot. My opponent's at 17 health, remember. I also have 4 damage, 5, 6 damage in my back pocket. So I could deal 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 2 is 12 damage, which is a lot of his life. So basically, I'm actually the aggro deck here. I'm trying to race him down before his card advantage wins. So that is actually really encouraging. It's not doing anything for me. That is extremely encouraging. That is, so he has just a bunch of chumper nuggets here, which I am fine with. Alright, let's think very, very carefully here with this panda. Could be able to do some crazy stuff. Let's go ahead and kill the wolf. I will use this. I'm actually going to attack above, I think. Yeah, I'm going to... Well, no, I think it's important to kill the spell damage. Let's kill that. I don't want Mortal Coils dealing 2 damage. I'm actually going to pop this guy back into my hand. And I think now is the time to play Raging Worgen, so without another Mortal Coil, he cannot kill the Worgen. He'd have to run the Owl into it. And I can actually repopulate the board with another 6 damage next turn. So he could have like a Shadow Bolt and a Mortal Coil, kill the Panda, I'll pop the Owl, use the Mortal Coil, and then he'd be fine. But if he doesn't have those cards right now, he's in trouble. And that's kind of how it goes. When you're the aggro deck, you're always at risk of like, I all of a sudden lose the game. Ooh, my opponent took a little bit of a gamble, but it's going to actually cost him the game here. I'm going to just silence this thing. And then, I think the Cruel Taskmaster is perfect. I don't need a Whirlwind, I don't think. I think I get more damage out of the Cruel Taskmaster. Because he gives plus 2 damage in addition to the Enrage. And that gets doubled because of Wind Fury. So that is actually 2 games we saw where those Worgens really paid off. And this game I actually played both of them. So if I had only taken 1 Worgen in the draft, it would have been a little bit dicier. Now granted, I was probably going to be okay with the Core Crown Elite, but the Worgen secured the victory for me a turn earlier. Alright, well, I was really excited to hit the play button again, but then I remembered it's time to pause. So thank you so much for watching this beginning of the arena. If you enjoyed it, do please click like and or subscribe. I'd appreciate that tremendously. And if you want to see how the rest of the arena goes, how it all ends, then please stay tuned. The rest of the videos, the rest of the games are going to be coming shortly. I'll see you soon.